Of the tournament. So we're starting this stream a couple minutes early. Take a look at who's in here. Looks like a pretty top-heavy field. Kamsky just got in. We are all the way down here at 27. We can see there are not many people around our rating. Within 150 points above and below us, only 2 people either way. So it'll be interesting to see how this affects the pairings. We might end up playing up and down a lot and not that much around our rating, which could be good. You know, if we get a series of games against some of these people 12 to 1500, and if we're playing well and we can beat some of the people, 18 to 2100, could turn into a pretty good tournament. So the time control is 3-0, Super Blitz. It's Wednesday night. This is going to be the usual time for the 3-0 Blitz. I'm expecting this tournament to be a little bit smaller than the Monday and Friday events, since it's at a different time, which makes it a little harder for the people in Europe to play. But as you can see, there are still quite a few people from Europe playing. But the majority of people are from the Americas, it appears. Two minutes until we get started. Yeah, I am Rosen all the way down there at number 6. So we're missing some of the top GMs, but we certainly have a lot of titled players. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 titled players. 15 of the top 24. Not a lot of people joining around my rating. A couple more 1800s joining. So we're going to need to play well and gain some rating if we want to score well in this tournament. Top 8 spots will earn some extra points in terms of the standings. Less than a minute until we begin. Time for 2 hours of Blitz. Who are we likely to get in this first game? Right now we'd get Sir Plinko if it started right now. So it's 3-0. We got to work on our speed because time is often an issue for us in these 3-0 games. And we're off. Checkmate 3-1, 4-1 is our first opponent. Early exchange. We'll play our bishop out also. Maybe we'll just trade dark squared bishops. See what he says about that. He says okay. Okay, we're getting a lot of trades here. Probably going to set up a minority attack. See if we can stymie that. Yeah, maybe we'll bring the knight back over that way. Let's push c5. Give us an isolated pawn if he takes it. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, we'll push c4 also then. We do have a passed c-pawn now, so that has the potential to be annoying for him. But we do have this d-pawn that can be targeted and undermined, so... Let's jump this knight in right away. I can jump the other knight to f6. Time is pretty even so far. Now he wants a queen trade. I don't think we want a queen trade here. Yeah, let's get some action going on the king side, perhaps. Maybe I should have gone a little further, but I didn't want him to get into this square, which he can't get into right now. That may have been a mistake for us. Yeah, the queen of this square was not good. Ooh, but he just does the queen trade. Gets him an important pawn, though. So it's still not good for us. And I'm the one down on time, so we might be in trouble here. Yeah. Fell apart fast. Next game. Wabaluba Dub 01 is our next opponent. Another d4 game. We'll take with the queen. Play c5 right away. And we'll go kingside. Light square bishop doesn't have any great squares at the moment. But there's potential here. That diagonal will be opening up eventually. Okay, let's play f6. Try and open up this knight more, since the e file isn't open. Targeting a couple different squares. He's not having any of it. Well, that was a blunder. Good position, but we got to be careful. And take on h7, I'll just move my king if he takes with the bishop. Trying to guard that f7 square. Okay, that drops the knight. As long as my queen can go to h6, I'm not getting checkmated. Let's get this rook active. 1 minute to try and win this. Okay, now we can trade off queens. And this position's winning. 45 seconds is plenty of time. Well, not whenever I drop the rook like that. Not whenever I give away the rook. It's still winning. But I'm certainly making it harder than it needs to be. Certainly made it harder than I needed to. Gave away that whole rook for free. And now we're down to 35 seconds, which is not very long. Oh, we threw that game away. Threw it away. Gave away that rook. Chess Elephant is next. And we'll take here and play bishop d3. It's the line we usually play. Now we'll push e5. We're going to take the knight. We'll take that b file. Let's go after that h7 pawn. On this pawn. Just hitting that bishop a little bit. Alright, we'll take it. Oh, his queen was guarding that. Uh-oh. Not playing well so far. Alright, this is our chance to get back to it. Too many chess variants today. See if he trades queens right away. He doesn't. Bring the knight up to f5 next. Target that d4 pawn. Okay, we're on the bishop, we're on the pawn. When I take the pawn, I'll be threatening to jump into c2. He's taking his time here. Knight f3 looks fine for him. Let's keep those standings up. Alright, we've now got a minute and a half time advantage. So the goal now is not to blunder. Okay, and he left. Next game. Here we go. Strategic Insomniacs is up next. And we'll play d4, knight e2. Put another pawn at diagonal. Knight e2 will help guard those pawns also. Not sure where our dark square bishop's going to go yet. No, I wanted the castle. Mouse slip. Pin that pawn. Might have to move this A rook. Attack his rook first. Gotta bring that bishop back. Keep coming back, bishop. Keep coming back. Get my king safe. Maybe bishop f4. Still guarding everything here for the moment. Is this 2 pawns he's up? Yeah. Yeah, mouse slip with our castling. Definitely not helpful. But it's not over yet. We're going to try and double on the B file. It was a good move by him. Maybe I should have taken it. I could have taken the A pawn. Okay, let's walk my king over. Darn, I've got to come all the way back now. Not good. Walk the king over. Yeah, can't stop those pawns. Next game, EG0210. French win hour. Okay, poison pawn it is. He's taking his time here. Automatic move here. Okay, if we can get him to think here in this opening, that would definitely be useful. Okay, that move is a mistake. Get both my knights active here. That's the goal. Back up. Target this d-pawn. My pawn structure is better here. Guard our knight. But my knight doesn't have as many squares as he used to. See what he does if we do this. He's going to give up his bishop. He is not. Trying to jump into this square. Alright, we'll run towards the queen side, I guess. Time's pretty even here. I got a block. That's uncomfortable. My king's kind of stuck here. Okay, let's try and get this bishop to move. He takes. He's only up one pawn, though. Okay, I'll come right back. Okay, I just got my pawn back. But the knight, of course, is very tricky. Okay, maybe we push the D pawn. My pawns are faster, at least. See if I can get on this rank here. I've only got 11 seconds left, though. Get a check there. Well, this turned around weirdly. Out of time. We're winning right at the end there, too. We ended up getting that pawn all the way down the board. I figured my pawns were going to be more dangerous, but... Alright, so as we expected, it looks like we're going to be playing up basically every game, since this is a top-heavy tournament. Played up all but one game so far. Let's pin that knight. We'll just go kingside. Okay, we win a pawn doing this, so that's nice. A little better than the last game we played against this guy. It's hard not to trade whenever you just want a pawn. See if we can figure out how to play an endgame. Okay, let's see if we can go after some of these pawns. Or over after the king. Okay, we'll attack that pawn. And then we're going to play rook here, and next move's mate. And he can't really do anything about it. So that's nice, at least. Oh, it's not quite mate. He can block, but we get another pawn. And he's going to run out of pawns pretty quickly here. Almost mate. False alarm. Get our king in front. Take this guy. I want to pass c-pawn. Oh, I didn't see it attack my rook. So many blunders tonight. Just very sloppy chess. At least that game we got a good position. I think that's probably 4 games that we were winning and we just blundered at the end. Almost all of them full rooks, too. We're just giving away the rooks today. Painful. It's okay, we still have an hour and a half to get on a streak here. Let's try and team up on that d4 pawn. He just gives up on the pawn, okay. I don't know why I'm trying to go for an endgame when I'm just throwing away rooks today. Not going to be able to win many endgames if I don't have any rooks. Get this guy active. Oh, we can just take that knight. Just take the free knight. Take the free pieces, Michael. Take the free pieces. Get castled, so there's no chance of me blundering my rook by leaving my back rank free. This bishop surprisingly doesn't have that many squares to go to. Guess we'll just guard it. Put my bishop on c4 if he takes the b pawn. Okay, he can't take the bishop anyway, so let's clear our back rank. Takes the bishop, he gets checkmated. This time for real. This time it's a real checkmate. Kamsky's at the top. We lost that guy that's in second. We lost the guy that's in fifth. We're helping a lot of people out today. Let's offer the bishop trade since we're up material. Okay, turns it down. What if we just push this pawn? Might be dangerous. We can take this pawn, though, because our rook's on it also. That looks safest. But now we have to make sure we don't run out of time. Guard that pawn. He's playing okay. Not making any big blunders. That wasn't a good move, though. Because now everything falls. keep pushing. So there's plenty of places to go here. Check. Check. Oh my goodness. Making this as difficult as possible. I'm trying to stalemate him. I'm doing my best. Trying my best to stalemate him. Can't believe how close that was to stalemate. Alright, there we go. We survived. The bishop and queen were just awkward at the end. Ah, nice low-rated opponent, right? So I guess we're not going to be getting any streaks today. Yep, bishop b5, pretty standard. Normal isolated pawn here. Try and activate that knight. Wanted to pile up on that diagonal, but it didn't happen. We'll take this pawn. Guess we'll take this pawn too while we're at it. As long as we're taking pawns. Knight check. Interesting. Alright, I'm just going to move my king. Not quite sure what he's doing with his knight, but it's not like I'm doing anything with my pieces either. Just down a piece here. Okay, he's trying to trade rooks. We'll just attack the queen. Maybe I can get something going on the back rank here. Attack the queen again. And go back. He's looking for a queen trade. We obviously don't want one. Rook h1, queen f1. Doesn't quite work. But I figured I'd threaten one last checkmate. Ah, this guy again. He's in 6th place. Played this a little bit differently last time. But apparently he's playing pretty well today. But I feel like his rating was 1901 last time, too. That looks like a free pawn and a free piece. Okay, so we're up a piece. But can we actually use it this game? That's the question. Let's get these knights active. And he just resigned. Yeah, he didn't want to play that out for another 4 minutes. But if he was watching the other games, he might have. It's a streak of 1. And we get a 25-70. We'll just play bishop c4. Back it up. Let's go queen side. See what we can get going on the king side. Put the rook on the f file. Maybe we need to guard the f pawn. Let's advance on the king side. We're just going to ignore his threats over there. Do our own stuff. We're going to keep ignoring it. And keep attacking. Alright, we ended up giving up the rook for 2 pieces. It's threading a checkmate. Oh, it doesn't really threaten the checkmate because the queen's still defending it. Darn. Rook takes g6. Looks like it could be interesting. Yeah, he thinks so too. So he defends it. Okay, we're putting up a reasonable fight here. Yeah. And I can't sacrifice here. There's no perpetual. Alright, that was an okay game. Playing way up that game. Now I got someone that's only 100 points above us. Another Sicilian. Let's play G4. See what he does here. Okay, he just takes right away. Then plays Bishop E6. Yeah, we'll play Bishop E2. Attack the knight, because I want to get rid of his bishop. I want to take the bishop, and then I want to play F4. And then take the knight, and then play F5. Take here. Play F4. So what if I just take here? What if I don't take that bishop? What is he going to do? Now we take the bishop. Okay, we haven't given up any material to get this position. Got a bit of a time edge. Okay, he gives back the exchange. Gotta create some threats here since we're down some pawns. Activate this queen, I guess. Oh, darn it. I thought my king would be able to step somewhere where it wouldn't be with check. Okay, Manfred Mann is up next. Okay, we'll try and go ahead and power up on the E file. See if we can collect that bishop. Guess we gotta go back. Don't want my knight to get trapped. activate the queen. Ah, I can't take because of the fork. Alright, Chespatzer from South Africa is up next. C3 seems kind of early. Okay, we'll give him the isolated pawn. He's likely to take on f6. He's going to take twice. He does. Then I'm going to take on d4. Okay, let's guard that b pawn. Now maybe bishop c6. Okay, we both have an isolated pawn now. Yeah, he doesn't even attempt to guard his there. Go ahead and start attacking on the second rank. Get the second rook involved. My queen's always eyeing up this rook on a1, so maybe I can use that. Okay, he's looking for a queen trade, which is kind of surprising. My rooks are very active here, so I shouldn't be any worse. I don't want to take the f pawn, because I want to stay behind the a pawn. I can take this with check. Now I can go back, team up on the g pawn. Get myself a passed pawn. Even time. Let's go after the b pawn then. Let's play this check. Because I want to make sure my king has room to run. I feel like my king's in a little bit of danger here. Maybe I can't escape these checks. This might just be a draw. Ah! Darn it, I'm out of time. Out of time. Thought I made a move there that attacked his rook. That was weird. Out of time anyway. Paul the Best Morphy's up next. It's now our fourth game where we haven't been playing up at least 100 points. Okay, another dragon. Go ahead and play Queen D2 next. Forward. Guess he's just not going to fianchetto his bishop. We'll complete our castling mission, though. Mission accomplished. So if his king's going to end up in the center... No, we won't sacrifice. No reason to sacrifice here. This king's not safe, so we'll just take it slow here. Time is even. Play the knight into c5. That looks like a good square. His queen's under attack. And I'm on the e-pawn. This wins the rook. In fact, that's just mate. Even better. Alright. Let's see if we can get a streak going. Just have to play someone below 2,000. Should have been more specific. Should have said below 1,900. Interesting. We got an exchange French, but not a normal one. Guard that d-pawn. Get out of that problem. Well, the position feels good. In theory, it should be good, I think. Get this tempo against the queen. Guess we'll walk my king over a little bit. Knight moves. We can take the rook. I guess we will. This endgame shouldn't be any worse for me. Maybe even better for me. So knight and bishop versus the two knights. Got an active king. He has this pawn push. It was better for me. Had to back my bishop up. But maybe trading the knight for the bishop wasn't the best for me. Okay, we've got another advanced French. That looks unusual. Queen a4. Haven't seen that before. Basically a free move for me. Now we're winning a pawn. Thought we were winning a pawn. Knight f5. Go kingside. See if I can do something on this diagonal. No, we need to keep the bishop. Need to keep the bishop. How many ways can we attack that queen? Doesn't look like any more ways. Alright, where's the rook going? Get on that queen again. Yeah, that was a good bishop move. Next game. Right around the halfway point. Okay, we'll take here right away. Main line. Attack that pawn right away before he can castle. Prevents d5. Still trying to prevent d5. So do I take his dark squared bishop? I'm going to. Just try and get a good presence in the center. Where's his knight going? To f6, okay. And now where? Yeah, my pawn structure is definitely worse now. Takes this pawn, I get this pawn. Go after the H pawn. He's gonna have this move at the end. The pawns are gonna fall one by one here. But we'll play on until he wins another pawn or two. Put our knight on e5. Force his knight back. Now we'll take the H pawn. He's saying I won't be able to stop this pawn. We'll find out. Yep. Can't stop the pawn without giving up my rook. Pac-Man's Pal Twitch. Place early c5. C4 there. Okay, we'll capture. Then we'll go kingside. Should we take here first, probably? Not sure if my bishop's on the best square, though. Let's go ahead and try and guard that B pawn so my light square bishop can move. Yep. He's still going after that rook. Can't play e5 here. Okay, where's that knight going next? If I can play b5, that would be helpful. Since I'll be on the queen. Okay, we'll give up the exchange. Swing all the way over to this side of the board. Try and target the e2 pawn. We're up almost a minute, so that's worth something. Knight g4. Yeah, now I've got to do something with my light square bishop. Okay, and we'll attack here. Attacking the f-pawn. Guess now we'll take. He's down to 37 seconds. There's still some work to be done. Especially if I can get some passed pawns. Take another one. Attacking the rook. Threatening to push a2. Yep, we'll push a2. Okay, gives back the piece. Now he's got 20 seconds left, which means now it should be winning for us. Okay, and he resigned. Very good. Finally beat someone above us in rating. And then we got an easier pairing, since it's been back and forth. So, we win this game, we're on an actual streak. c5. Lots of advanced Frenches today. I've been pretty happy with the positions. So whenever they play bishop d3 and I play bishop d7, I can take that pawn. Last time they played bishop e2, I ran into the same issue. Where I took, but it wasn't actually a free pawn. That's the game I lost against the lower rated player. It'll come all the way back. Bishop e7 and kingside castle coming up next. Up 20 seconds. Got a nice time edge now, 40 seconds. Let's try and kick that knight out. Kick the knight out and play our queen back to b6. Okay, what do we want? The bishop or the knight on the board? I want the knight, because the e4 square looks really nice, and the c4 square. Let's get a tempo on the queen. Now he's under a minute and a half. Takes with the queen. I can offer a queen trade. Yeah, he doesn't take with the queen. Not surprising. Here our goal is not to get checkmated. Doesn't seem like he has any real attack here, so shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Gotta be careful my knight doesn't get trapped with f3. Right now I've got the c5 square. But something like bishop e3 and then f3, and my knight would be running low on squares. But I don't want to move my knight, since then I would be running into the problem of threats on the king side. Okay, so he just took. He made my job easy. Activate the queen. Activate the other rook. But I gotta be careful here. Something like queen g5 to f6 would be a problem. Yep, that's what he's trying to do. Let's play f5. The idea is just so I can play a rook to the 7th rank. He's down to 20 seconds now. Block that file so I keep my rooks. Guard the checkmates. Down to 6 seconds. Offer a queen trade. And he's going to be out of time. There we go. Okay, that's a streak of 2. Alright, this is the guy that got us last time. This is where we blundered the piece in that advanced French I was talking about. So 2 good pairings in a row after our good win. So we need to take advantage of this. Okay, that's a blunder. Or a mistake, I guess. More than a blunder. What do I do here? Castle? Bring the bishop back. Okay, his king's going to be exposed for the rest of the game now. So we want to attack. Probably want to push the F pawn at some point. On the bishop. Good position here. That's a free piece. And that looks like a nice square for the knight. So now I'm the one up the piece. Revenge from last time we played. Block the file. Still doesn't have much development. Check. Get on the open file. Now I need to make some luft for my king. Help control the knight in the process. That's a free pawn. We'll take that. That's a free pawn, so we'll take that. That's a free pawn, so we'll take that. Now I've taken 3 free pawns and 3 moves. He should be out of play. Let's run my king out. Make sure my king doesn't get stuck on the back rank. 1 minute left to win this game. Push this F pawn. Keep pushing the F pawn, because that knight really doesn't have many squares to go to. Check. "37 seconds left. Got to play a little faster here. Need to find a way to set up a checkmate here. Check. 20 seconds left. Not doing a good job converting this in time. But I've got a plan. Check. Check. And that's checkmate. That was my plan. Okay, that's 3 in a row. A nice little streak going now. Okay, and another reasonable pairing. It's an important game, the 4th in a row. If we can win it. "37 minutes left in the tournament. E6 and G6 are kind of unusual to play together. Better pawn structure. I don't want to take his knight because I don't want to fix his pawns. I want to try and target those C pawns later. Okay. Let's attack the queen. And then I want to play c4 and get the knight to move. Not letting me do quite what I want. c4, the knight moves. I play knight f6 check. Okay, I think it still works. Check. He runs in the corner. I've got queen h4 check. Check. Okay, so I guess I'm just taking the second pawn. Down 20 seconds. Let's keep that knight safe. He has that move. So I've got 3 pawns for the piece now. Which means that playing fast will be important. I don't know what the bishop's doing there, but now he's losing the e6 pawn. So that's 4 pawns for the piece now. So the question is here, where's that knight going? I'm not sure. I was going to say the question is whether or not I want to trade rooks, but here I don't need to. Okay, I'm safe here. Now we're going to push the b-pawn, hopefully towards victory. Guess we'll run up the board towards the queen side. Probably where I'm supposed to go anyway. Uh, 13 seconds left. Four seconds left. Just need to take the pawn and call it a draw. Uh-oh. 1 second left. Okay, there we go. We got the draw with 0.2 seconds on the clock. So it broke our streak, but at least we got the point for it. 31 minutes left. Move back a little bit. I usually score a little over 30 points, I think, in these events. I think. But I really should look back and track it, so I have a better idea of when it's a good tournament or not. Guess we'll just keep pushing this pawn. Though he's loaded up on e4. I want to try and play f5. Time for about 6 more games, probably. I guess that really doesn't do much. Yeah, losing too many pawns there. Not going to struggle on for 4 more minutes when we can get another game in. See what he plays. Alright, this is going to be a good one to get our streak back. It's a free pawn. Okay, so we've won a pawn out of the opening, which is always nice. Let's kick this bishop back. Okay, is he trying to get some kind of attack going against us? Looks like he might be. Let's play g6. Now I can take this. Queen f4 to force the queens off. This forces the queens off also. Let's get some trades going. I'm on this rook if he's not paying attention. Alright, let's try and trade rooks. Okay, we'll develop our knight. Definitely want to trade there. Okay, look to trade the second set of rooks. Rook c8 coming next, pinning the knight to the c-pawn. Alright, he resigned. Next game. Zeus 9393. This is another important one, because he is only 120 points above us. So a win here would be good for sure. I don't think he's playing this variation right. Very unusual way to play this. I'm trying to get him to take that g-pawn so I can power up on the king side, and I'll go queen side. That's a free queen. That's exactly what I thought he'd fall for. Okay, he wants to keep playing. Queen e4. Threatening mate. Checkmate. Alright, that's a good one for us. Next game. 24 minutes left. Still plenty of time. Those were two quick games, too. Enoda Gambit is our next opponent. Playing a Perk defense. This game is worth 4 points, I believe, so definitely an important one. Get us all the way up to 27 points already. Strong finish to the tournament's what we want. H3, prevent knight g4. Close that up, since he spent time getting the bishop there. Okay, let's push this pawn. If we take everything on d5, I'm going to push h5. Although at some point I should probably worry about my king. But not yet. Not yet. My king's relatively safe. I'm going to take the g-pawn and play queen h6, and I should be close to checkmating. Step my king up so the second rook can come in first before I sacrifice on g6. Okay, now it's sacrifice. Maybe I didn't need to. Yeah, maybe this is going to be mating anyway. It's close. Check. 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 If he blocks with the rook, I take the queen with check. So I'm at least winning a bunch of material here. Looks like he avoided the checkmate so far. Okay, and we get the queen. And that should be it. Check. He resigned. Okay, 3 in a row. Another good streak going. We got a nice pairing. Making up for the whole first half of the tournament with these pairings. That moves us into 34th overall. MLD Jr. Okay, rating advantage and time advantage, but can't take it lightly. Can't take it lightly. Target this weak pawn. It's actually quite hard for him to guard without moving his knight right back where it came from. Still a fork. Saves the queen. I can actually take this pawn and get another fork. And he resigned. Quick game. 4 in a row now. Thanks, Dodeka. Yeah, I hit it earlier today playing 3-check. Okay, now we got 2,200. So this might be the end of our streak. But this moved us all the way into 26th place. E5. Capture. I want to just sacrifice, but I don't think there's really anything there. But let's have fun. Hasn't stopped me before. He's not cooperating. All we want is to checkmate you. Yes, still having the 3-check attitude. How much am I down here? I'm down a piece. Let's move on. There's only 17 minutes left. Yeah, the 3-check attitude doesn't always work. but it at least leads to exciting positions. All right. The Latvian gambit? Yep. Maybe bishop g5 next, so if he takes my knight, his knight's pinned. Do we want to save this knight? Let's play c4. I worry more about the light squares. Amazingly, this knight doesn't really have any squares. Thought he'd have somewhere to go here. I can take here, though. That allows me to take this pawn. If he took with the rook, I had knight takes e4 because the queen would be hanging on the back rank. If he takes with the g-pawn, well, then it's just, you know, it looks like a nice position. I don't know if there's anything concrete there, but... Okay, this position's starting to look like a tactics puzzle. Want a rook lift? Yep. Rook g3 next, probably. Slight time edge. I'm just going to ignore that for the moment. There's no knight check here because my knight's guarding it. Oh, this is interesting. How do I get on the back rank? He can't take the bishop because his back rank is weak for the moment. This also guards the b-pawn. I'm under a minute, so we're going to have to play fast here. We got time for 2 more games after this, probably. He's playing a good game, though. He's not making it easy. Let's load up on the file. Now we've got our time edge, since he has to defend now. We're on the bishop. We're going to start attacking g7. We'll just trade. $20 seconds left. $10-second advantage, and I don't think he knows how low on time he is. Threatening mate in 2. Run our king up the board out of danger. And 1 on time. Okay, next game. Time for 2 more. Play h3, queen d2. We'll play d5 here. Okay, we should probably queenside castle. Come all the way back so that my knight can go to e2 if needed. Retreat. Don't really like this position. Let's see if we can open up the king at all. Okay, he just gives me the piece. That's helpful. Very helpful. That looks like a good square. That looks like a bad square. Missed the queen was on that. Playing too fast. Well, we'll attack the queen once and see if he notices. Darn. Took on h6 too fast. Alejandro no Solos up next. Facing the London system. Bishop b5 seems a little bit unusual. Yeah, it definitely seems unusual to me. Okay, we'll just go ahead and take that. Alright, now I need to get rid of that bishop, if I can. Not going to let me do it easily, though. Can I play e5? Not yet. Want to play e5. Maybe I'll forget about this bishop and play queen d3. Okay, I can play e5 now, which is what I wanted. It's under 2 minutes. Slight time edge, but I'm sure I can give that back quickly. On the knight. So if he takes my bishop, I take his knight. And maybe my D and C pawns can run down the board. Not sure which C pawn's stronger here. Queen trade seems like it would benefit me here. If all the rooks come off, it's very hard for his pawn to advance. Okay, now we've got a good time edge. Okay, now I'm getting the pawn. And my back rank isn't that weak. Thanks to my knight. Okay, now it's winning. So I can push d4 next. Oops, that move would be impossible. He's down to 20 seconds. That picks up the rook, and that's the game. 3 minutes left. We'll try and get in one more. Strong finish. And we got an FM. Alright, so my hope here is that he plays fast enough because he wants to win in the next 2 minutes that he blunders. Because neither one of us can really lose in this position. So I guess if he blunders, then he's just going to wait it out anyway. Force him to make a decision here. Interesting. I get my queen up here. He says no. He says get out of here. Alright, fair enough. Only a minute left though. Don't really have chances to lose. Offer a draw. Since there's not much time left. Nope, it aborted. Alright then. That puts us in 30th place. So we finished top 30. Very good. So 13.5 out of 31. It's actually a little bit better than I expected because the first half of the tournament was pretty brutal. We played out at least 2/3 out of our games. Finished right in front of Mannered Monkey. So we didn't get quite near the top, but top 30 is definitely better than we usually do for the 3-0 Blitz. And the 3-0 Blitz is the most important because that's what the qualifying tournament's going to be. So that'll put us in at 10 points in the standings, 5 for each of the first 2 tournaments. So a good start. Let's see, who are the top people for under 2200? If he's streaming, it would be one of them if they're streaming. Yeah, they're enough up there that someone... Okay, Halvard is definitely streaming, so don't have to worry about that prize today. Next tournament is Friday, next Arena Kings, which is 2 to 4 in the afternoon. 5-0 Blitz. First one that's going to be 5-0 Blitz. Not sure if I like that or not. Means that each game is going to be worth more, since we're going to get less games in the 2 hours. I'll be streaming some tomorrow also. So I will see you guys then. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck in your games. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, good work the second half of the tournament, it felt like. Alright, have a good night, guys.